Well, hello everyone. This is Ron, and of course, we're Empire Coins and Collectibles. We've been on a journey of late. We've been doing some quarter roll hunts, and what I've been doing is opening one roll of quarters and going through all, what is that, 40 quarters in that row. What I'm looking for, of course, are the W Mint marks and the V75 Privies that were put on, I think, about 4 different coins in 2020. It was called the Great Coin Search. So this is coin roll number 3. But before we do that, if you could, please like, share, and subscribe. Let's go ahead and get down to it. I'll change cameras. We'll look at the quarter roll that we're going to search, and we'll open it up. All right, be right back. Okay, so here are the 3 remaining quarter rolls. We're going to pull this one out. We'll put these 2 away, and I'm going to try to open this one as expeditiously as I can. Now, for those of you just joining us, perhaps you didn't see the first 2 episodes. My wife was visiting with her lady friend. She had lunch with them one day, and somebody casually mentioned, actually one of our really good friends, said we were going through the closet. We discovered that we had a bunch of change that we need to take back to the bank. And of course, my lovely bride said, "Oh, what type of coins do you have?" She said, "Lots of different coins." And so she said, "Well, why don't I just go ahead and buy them from you?" And that is exactly what happened. So we're going through the coin roll. We're looking for the W Mint marks and the Privy V75 on the 2020 quarters. So let's go ahead and pull this one up. This one has a chance. This one is, if I can get it centered up, it is a Lowell quarter. It says 2019. We're looking for the one that's 2020. But maybe this has something interesting on it. It's a D. Looks like a D. The D Mint up in Colorado, Denver, does a really good job of quality control. And us numismatic collectors, we're not real happy with that because we like to see errors on our coins so we can collect them. But in any case, I'll look at this at some later date. Here is another commemorative and showcasing women of note in our history. Maya Angelou. Just a beautiful coin. There is, I don't know that you can see it, but in this particular coin, I mentioned last time that right around her earrings are doubled. I will check that for doubling it right after we get through the coin search for the W Mint marks. Let's roll it over. It is a 2022, so it's not in the date range. And you can tell it's been a bit circulated. Here's the Washington Cross in the Delaware. I would love to find, and again, I'm jealous of our good friends and collectors over in the Philadelphia Mint area. There was a die break we've mentioned before along the top of his head, of Washington's head. And it actually looks like he's wearing a crown. And you know, the interesting story behind that is that Washington was very careful not to, I guess, convey the idea that he wanted to be a king or wanted to be a leader for life. He actually only, I believe, served 1 term. He wanted to go back to his farm and live the life of a working person, but he got more joy out of that. And so he didn't want to set the precedents where presidents were looking like kings or emperors. Kind of interesting. So, but again, this is the Philadelphia Mint. That's my best guess. Yes, it's not in the date range that we're looking. And so being from the Denver Mint, we know that we're not going to find that coin with the die break over Washington's head. This one looks like it's from the Park series. I can get it just right. This is dated 2020. No, excuse me. not 2020. What is that, 2018? Yeah, 2018. Very interesting coin. The national parks, I called them in a previous two episodes state parks, but not state parks. The national park coins are just really beautiful, a lot going on them. But obviously, it's not going to be a W mint mark or have the V75 Privy on it. This is pictured rock park. I'm not aware of any errors on that, but I'm sure there may be from the Philadelphia Mint. By the way, I know quality control is very important. But again, as I said, the coin collectors love to see these unique pieces that result from, I guess, poor quality. There's something going on with this next coin, Blue Ridge Parkway, 20, what is that, 2015. It looks fairly dull. That's kind of interesting. Sometimes when you see these coins that drop out of the normal look, maybe they had a batch of bad planchets or the wrong type of planchets. I'm not sure that that's the case here. It just maybe has got a film on it from circulation. Some of the more pronounced errors that are known, because the D mint does have some coins that have errors on them. This is a 1999. We've already talked about the spitting horse error that came out of the Philadelphia Mint. Of course, the D mint, I don't think there was such an animal. And let's see, which mint did this come out of? Well, this looks like the P mint. Let me look at this one right quick. I'll be right back to you. Okay, we're back. No spitting horse error. It's all pristine in terms of the minting process, but that is the Philadelphia Mint coin. Okay, I'll set this one aside because I don't think I have a Philadelphia Mint. Okay, here is another Loyal coin. I think this is just a beautiful coin. Got great luster, the spinning wheel. I think that's what that is. Just shows up really well. And I'm always conscious of that one error I found due to a die break, hoping to find another like it. Sad story was it got lost in the mail when I sent it off to be graded. And that was a very unique error. That error, that die break, looked like a star on this lady's forehead. But no, this is not it. Still a nice coin. Here's another beautiful coin. Will it come into focus? There it is. Theodore Roosevelt. I think this is the second of these coins. And up until this coin roll search, I'd never seen these in change. So because of that, I guess I'm not aware of any errors on it. It could have some errors, but that one definitely is going to go in the collection. Not that it's pristine or anything. It's just that we haven't seen these in too large numbers in our coin change. There's George Washington. That looks like it is from, is that the P or the Denver Mint? Looks like a P to me. Yep. That's, we're always surprising when we find Philadelphia minted coins over in the great state of Texas. But people do come to trade shows. There's a lot of tourist attraction around here and traveling through. So I guess that's how they come about. And this is the West Virginia. State quarter. I guess it's the Parks. New River Gorge. Okay. This one's bright and shiny. I'm surprised. There's a lot of P minted coins in this roll. Kind of nice and clean. Let's see which one it is. Well, I spoke too soon. That one is certainly not going anywhere. Older quarter. We'll check these for double dies. Some of them have them and other types of errors. Grease errors, die breaks, die cracks. Looks like it's in pretty good condition. 1990. All right. Another Park, I believe, order. Effigy Mounds, 2017. The quarter doesn't seem to have, I know the mounds are probably beautiful and everything. Doesn't seem to have the pop on it though. D-mint mark. This is Bombay Hook. There it is. 2015. And of course, it's not in the date range that we're searching. It is a P mint mark. There it is. And this is a D mint mark, so there's no chance, I don't think, of finding any errors. And here's that Bombay Hook quarter again. It's in better condition. I may take this, set it aside for the collection. It's a gorgeous view. This one is Wisconsin state quarter. Will it focus? Again, some of these, there it is. 2004. Now, on that ear of corn, there's another error on it, I believe, if this is the one, where there's an extra leaf on it. I don't see the extra leaf would be, whoops, I'm about to drop it. The extra leaf would be, whoops, hold it still, right up in here. I think there's an upper leaf and a lower leaf. I think there's two versions to it. I'm going to take a quick look under the glass. Nope, this is not one of them as far as I can tell. Okay. Will it focus? Homestead. And in the P mint, there is some doubling in the windows, and then there's some doubling on the pump. I believe those are the two errors. I think they're DDRs, double die reverses. So let's see which mint it's from. The D mint. Again, I'll have to check. D took care of business. The Denver mint took care of business more so than the Philadelphia mint. This is a beautiful coin here. And this is one that's got the right date, 2020. It's the Marsh Billings Rockefeller coin. Wow, that's just gorgeous. And let's see if it has the right mint mark. No Privy, and it's a D mint. Now that's just beautiful. I'm just going to do a light brush off here of this coin. This is not a non-corrosive material, so it didn't do any damage to the coin. Look at that. That's definitely going to go into the collection. That's gorgeous. How about that? Conservation. Now, this one is one of those you don't see too many of them out there. We can get it where we can read it. I'm going to take a quick look at it. Perry's Victory. Perry's Victory. 2013. I don't think I've seen too many of those. Coin has certainly seen some circulation outside the date range we're looking for. This one might be an adder to the book. This one certainly is outside the date range. It's got that reverse with the stately eagle on it. Looks to be in pretty good condition. And if I can grab it right. Oh, this is the kiss of death of any coin as far as collector's interest. The ring of death right there. Got into a coin sorter and really got damaged there. Similar coin we've seen earlier, the effigy mounds, 2017. If some of you know of some of the errors that you found in these coins, especially if they're the Denver, let me know. This is actually a P mint mark because most of the errors seem to be coming from the Philadelphia mint. This looks like Anime Wong. It's a beautiful quarter. Look at that. Just gorgeous. Women of note in our history. This one has some known varieties. It's Yosemite National Park System. 2010. Of course, it says California. D. I'll put that over here because I'll probably keep that for the collection. Now, this one here, this is the Minnesota 2005 state quarter, and it has a variety where there's either a die break or something that added an extra tree in this one. I'll have to look at it. And I think that was also over in the P mint area. I'll take a look at that after we finish the coin roll search. And gosh, can you see that? What type of mint is that? The P mint mark. So I'll double check this one certainly to see if it has that extra tree in it and annotate it as a variety. Wow, this one has toned quite differently. That's interesting. I wonder what has caused this. Was it in the ground? Was it lost and somebody found it? Which coin is this? Oh, Clark. George Rogers Clark. Don't think I'm familiar with that part of our history. But the quarter looks very interesting. This side has a similar type toning. Again, I'm not sure what's caused that. Could be anything. The odds of finding the V75 Privy is getting smaller and smaller with each roll. This is the Georgia State quarter, and it's really interesting in that it's got that Georgia peach on it. We used to travel up through Georgia coming out of Florida when we were living down in Orlando for all those years. And we'd stop at some of the side stands and buy boiled peanuts. Yeah, they're pretty good if you haven't had them. And buy the Georgia peaches. Those peaches were big. Just absolutely delicious. So Georgia is known for that, and peanut farms and a lot of everything else, like the Atlanta Braves, the Atlanta Falcons, and the basketball team. Here's another one that, does it have the right mint mark? No, it's not the right date range. 1990. Fairly common. However, this is one of my favorites, and I bet you can never guess why. Will it focus? There it is. It's the Texas State Quarter, the Lone Star State. A lot of history tied up in that. Texas joined the Union somewhere around 1848, I think, somewhere around there. And before that, Texas was its own country. Can you imagine? Just a beautiful state. Got a different beauty since it's mostly prairie and looking out westward. And then you got the piney forest down in southeast Texas that is just gorgeous as well. And then along the Rio Grande down toward the south, the mountains to the west and a little bit to the northwest. Just a beautiful state, a huge state. Got 2 more quarters and then we'll be done. And I apologize for taking so long. But this is a coin roll search. 79, and it's just a regular quarter. And it's in pretty good state, in pretty good condition. This is a D mint mark, and it's the last quarter. And what is it? Oh, it's American Samoa. And it is in the date range, 2020. Always get those bats upside down. The cub is on top, and the mama bat is on the bottom. So that's a nice one, but I didn't see a privy, and it certainly wasn't the W mint mark. Well, we're going to do a wrap up now. I do appreciate you. I've got a few quarters for my collections here. We're not going to go back through those. And at the end of the coin roll search, I'll pull out some of the more interesting coins that I found through the 5 rolls. So let me go back to the main camera. I hope that you find this interesting. If not, maybe a little restful. You listen to it. All right, guys and gals, I've rambled on long enough. You take care of yourself, and please be careful. And I will see you in the next episode. Please remember also, if you're not out there looking, you're not finding. All the best.